Denzel Washington once said that ease is a greater threat to success than difficulty. Swimming against the tide is walking against difficulty. What if I told you that was the best way to succeed by having difficulty? To see how you can turn your difficulty to opportunities, watch this video to the end.
It's my East China. I'm an expert global business solutions expert and your real estate success strategist known as the mayor of House Business Channel, where I discuss only business and you can do business directly with me, called My Ace TV, and you can check it out right here. This channel is my personal contribution channel where I'll be giving you exceptional values on business, personal finance, personal development, and life success. And I'll be doing that with a lot of fun because my one word is fun. And I always seek, teach, inspire, create, collaborate. You can just call me the contributor. Join the exceptional 5% that will watch this video to the end because you're very special people and you're rare. Welcome on board. Let's learn to grow rich together. Welcome to my daily insights into my daily quotes with my ace, where I give you a longer, deeper insight into my daily quotes for deeper secrets for your accelerated results. And today's quote says, swimming against the tide is harder, but leaves you stronger and better than swimming with the tide. So when the tides are up against you, rejoice at getting better. So yes, many people just complain that things are hard. What if I told you that hard times are great times for people that want to make a fortune? Because if things were easy, everybody will be rich and everybody will be doing it. And if everybody is rich, there will be no value in being rich. If everybody had money and had no reason to produce a product to make money, nobody will produce a product. The value in money is in the limited and scarcity of money. So when things are scarce, they become more valuable. When a product is scarce, it becomes more expensive and valuable. So what is scarce in the world is not difficulty. Difficulty is everywhere. What is scarce in the world is grit and fortitude. The fortitude to go through the difficulty and turn it to fortune. So when things are tough, the tough start going and overcoming those tough things. If doing a 100-meter dash in 9 seconds was easy, everybody would be an Olympic gold medalist. But because doing a 100-meter dash in 9 seconds is difficult, that is what gives Usain Bolt his value and his money, and that's what makes the Olympic gold very valuable. I will show you 6 things you will do to love difficulty and turn difficulty to money. Now, when things are difficult, while others are complaining, you'll be rejoicing because you are building capacity. The first capacity you need to build is the capacity of not complaining. The natural human impulse is to complain when things are hard. But why will you complain at something that will give you value? If I told you that difficulty will pay you $10 million, will you complain for an opportunity for you to get $10 million? No. Why students don't complain at the difficulty of exams is because they know that passing the exams has an opportunity for them to get a job and make money and better their future. If exams had no reward, nobody will want to write exams. So that's how difficult it is. When you are swimming against the tide, it's not the tide that should make you complain. It is the gold at the end of that tide that should excite you. What you fix your mind in will determine whether you complain or rejoice. If you fix your mind on the difficulty you need to scale to get to the destination, you will complain. But if you fix your mind on the destination, on how beautiful it is, then no difficulty and no journey is long enough to make you complain. You'll be excited as you walk towards it, and nothing on earth will discourage you from getting there. So the first thing you need to learn is to learn how not to complain. Decide today that you never complain or blame. As Dan Locke says, lame people blame people. And when you complain,
you are blaming and you are lame. The second thing you need to learn to make difficulties a joy to you is doing more for less. Everybody wants to be paid more for more. When people do 10 things, they want to be paid for 10 things. What if I told you that the secret to wealth is doing more than you are paid for? Napoleon Hill said, when you do more than you are paid for a long time, then you get to when you'll be paid more than you do. And how long you are willing to do more than you are paid for will determine how long you'll be paid for more than you do. So one of the ways you can love opportunities and difficulties is do more than you are paid for. If you want to be paid for 5 things, do 10 excellent things and only be paid for 5. And if you keep doing it, you are building the capacity to do more. And all the rewards in life is in the extra mile. When people notice you are on the extra mile, initially pretenders on the extra mile are not noticed. When you go there once in a while and you are not able to sustain and persistently be on the extra mile, the pay will not come. But when the universe waits and sees that you are really serious about going the extra mile, the universe will pay you so much in the extra mile that you'll be 1,000 times richer than those that only get paid for what they do. As a matter of fact, I have a quote that you can only make 20% of the rewards doing 100%. The extra 80% of reward are reserved for the extra after your 100%. Now, sometimes it might just be an extra of 1% because no other person is on that extra 1%. That extra 1% might get you all the 80% value if you can learn to do more for less. And that is what you do when the odds are up against you. And the third thing that makes you build your ingenuity and your wealth building capacity is finding a way. If you can learn how to find a way always, ask yourself, what is the way? When difficulties are against you, that is when the ingenuity and the innovation of man works the most. Sir Lord Wright said that the human race built most notably when the odds were against them. So when difficulties arise, that's when you begin to use your noble thinking, your creative mind to find a way. Never say there is no way. Always say we will find a way. And when you have that we will find a way attitude, you will learn how to turn the odds to opportunities of rejoicing. The fourth thing you need to learn to turn opportunities into assets is learn to endure. When you can be more enduring than others, you will get what others will not get. In the book Think and Grow Rich, there is a chapter giving up 1 feet from gold. The story is told of a man that went to dig for gold and he found gold, and after some time that gold veil disappeared and he kept on digging, and at a point he gave up on the mine and sold the mine. Another man wanted to buy the mine, came and got some geologists to come and test the place and told him that there is gold very close to where this man stopped. He bought the mine for cheap, I think $500, and then 3 feet from digging, they got to a large gold veil that for years he was mining gold from that mine. And the other man gave up and became poor 3 feet from gold. So most times when we give up, we are so close to our success that Thomas Edison said, many people don't know how close they are to success when they give up. So never give up. In fact, one thing that I assure you can make you reach beyond your greatest imagination, if you can have one virtue of never giving up. Endure until you get that you are looking for. And the fifth thing you need to do to turn difficulties into opportunities is taking responsibility. When you take responsibility, no matter how heavy, and how you turn difficulties into opportunity. When it is hard, come forward. If you can learn this, when it is hardest, come forward. When nobody wants to do it, do it. When nobody wants to endure it, endure it. And when everybody is complaining, don't complain. When nobody can solve it, take responsibility to solve it. When nobody can tolerate it, take responsibility to tolerate it. But most importantly, when nobody can change it, take the responsibility to change it. And if you can take responsibility, you will learn to turn difficulties into opportunity. The final thing you need to take to turn difficulties into opportunities is being the example. The greatest example in life is not those people that saw an easy opportunity and made money. The greatest example in life are people like Nelson Mandela that saw and hope and wrote the book The Long Walk to Freedom. And he not only became an inspiration to South Africans, he became an inspiration to the rest of the world. Not how much you flow with the tide will make you an example. Not how much you exploit an easy opportunity will make you an example. Not how much you are spoiled or pampered with an easy life will make you an example. But how much you are able to turn the hardest of all difficulties into the most paying opportunities will make you an example and an inspiration. So if you can do these 6 things that Nelson Mandela did, learn not to complain, learn to do more for less, learn to find a way, learn to be enduring, learn to take responsibilities, and learn to be the example. Then, like today's quote, you can swim against the tide. As today's quote says, swimming against the tide is harder, but leaves you stronger and better than swimming with the tide. So when the tides are up against you, rejoice at getting better. And Jim Rohn puts it better when he said, don't wish it was easier, wish you were better, because a better you will get a better pay and a better fortune for a better example and inspiration and better impact to the world. To see how you can turn your talk to money, click on the video above and I'll see you on the other side.
Hey, Lele, it is super duper amazing that you found my content valuable enough for you to watch till the end. Only 5% of exceptional people do that. You're exceptional and I deeply love and appreciate you. Hey, Lele, don't just watch to learn, watch to take action. And the first action is subscribe and hit the notification button so you don't miss any of our daily value action. Remember, only doers are winners.